Agile leadership, once seen as crucial, is now being questioned. Are Agile leaders adding value, or just overhead? Many adopt Agile practices without understanding the principles. They label their work Agile without embracing its philosophy. This leads to seeing Agile leaders as just extra management. In this video, we'll explore why this perception exists, and how Agile leaders can prove their worth. Agile leaders face the challenge of their work's intangible nature. Unlike developers or designers, Agile leaders don't produce visible results. They facilitate communication, remove roadblocks, and foster collaboration. This makes their true value hard to grasp. It's like measuring a great coach's impact. You see team improvement, but not the coach's specific contributions. In tight budgets, Agile leaders seem expendable. But their work, though intangible, is impactful. Far too often, organizations jump on the Agile bandwagon without clearly defining what they expect from their Agile leaders. They hire someone for the title without outlining the specific problems they need that person to solve. This lack of clarity leads to confusion and inefficiency. Agile leaders are left to define their roles, often ending up bogged down in tasks that don't truly add value. They become glorified project managers, simply enforcing processes instead of empowering their teams. It's like sending someone on a journey without giving them a destination or a map. They might wander aimlessly, racking up miles, but they're unlikely to reach a meaningful endpoint. One of the most common pitfalls for Agile leaders is mistaking facilitation for leadership. They become fixated on running meetings, upholding Scrum ceremonies, and ticking boxes on a checklist, all while losing sight of the bigger picture. But true Agile leadership goes beyond simply following a process. It's about understanding the needs of the team, identifying and removing obstacles, and fostering an environment where everyone can do their best work. It's not about being a process enforcer, it's about being a problem solver. It's about creating the conditions for success, not just dictating the steps to take. Chapter 4. The peril of process over outcomes. Look, I get it. Frameworks like Scrum and SAFe can be incredibly valuable. They provide structure, guidelines, and a shared language for teams to work together. But when we become too fixated on the framework itself, when we prioritize adherence to the process over achieving meaningful outcomes, Agile loses its power. It becomes a rigid set of rules rather than a flexible set of principles designed to help us adapt and improve. It's like focusing so much on the musical notes that we forget to listen to the melody. The true beauty of Agile lies in its ability to help us deliver value, not just follow a script. Chapter 5. Aligning with business value. So how can Agile leaders break free from these pitfalls and prove their worth? It starts by shifting their focus from simply enforcing processes to demonstrating tangible business value. Stop just talking about sprints and stand-ups and start highlighting how Agile is helping the company make more money, save time, or improve customer satisfaction. Quantify your impact. Show how your leadership is directly contributing to the bottom line. When you can connect Agile principles to business outcomes, you move beyond being seen as an overhead cost and become a strategic asset. Chapter 6. Enabling, not micromanaging. Remember, your role as an Agile leader is not to tell people what to do. It's to create an environment where they can thrive. It's about empowering your team to self-organize, make decisions, and take ownership of their work. Instead of micromanaging every task, focus on removing roadblocks, providing support, and fostering a culture of trust and collaboration. Think of yourself as a gardener, not a puppeteer. Your job is to create the optimal conditions for growth, not to control every movement of the plants. Agile is not a rigid set of rules etched in stone. It's a mindset, a way of thinking that embraces flexibility and adaptation. If a process isn't working for your team, change it. Don't be afraid to experiment, iterate, and find what works best in your specific context. Remember, the goal is to deliver value, not to blindly follow a framework. Be a problem solver, not a process enforcer. If you want to prove your worth as an Agile leader, you need to measure your impact and communicate it effectively. Track your progress, collect data, and showcase the improvements you're making. Are cycle times decreasing? Is delivery speed improving? Is stakeholder satisfaction on the rise? These are the metrics that matter. Share your successes, but also be transparent about your challenges. Use data to tell a compelling story about the value you're bringing to the organization. Agile is all about continuous improvement, and that applies to Agile leaders as well. The moment you stop learning, the moment you think you've figured it all out, is the moment you become irrelevant. Seek out feedback from your team, your peers, and your stakeholders. Stay updated on the latest trends and best practices. Embrace a growth mindset and never stop striving to be a better leader. So, are Agile leaders an overhead? They can be, but they don't have to be. Focus on real business value, enable teams, and continuously improve. Embrace Agile, understand its why, and let that guide your actions. Lead with purpose and a clear understanding of your value. Elevate your team and the entire organization. What do you think? Have you seen Agile leadership done right or wrong? Drop a comment below and let's discuss. Like, share, and subscribe for more insights on Agile and leadership. See you in the next one.